We'll hold down the
That's
fort.
cool. Wait, can we hear that? The fire truck outside?
I think we can.
Wait, that's pretty funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, today's going pretty fine so far. I'm not sure about you if you're tired. I actually feel like how I usually feel right now. I watched It 2 last night.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it wasn't scary. It was just like very weird, creepy moments on it, and just like the weird images. I don't want to spoil the movie, but it's just like a lot of images. And yeah, I just kind of working on 4 hours of sleep. But I feel great.
Nice.
I'm here.
You slept well after watching that?
No. But I just I don't know, like around 4 in the morning, like I finally felt like just passed out and just woke up, took a really hot shower, and just drove over here. So that's why I was like a tiny bit behind schedule. But I'm here. And I feel a lot better.
Yeah, I got this smartwatch thingamajig.
Thingamajig.
And one thing I like about it is it analyzes your sleep if you wear it while you sleep. So up until last night, this week's average was very bad.
But last
now,
night,
because of last night, this week's average is just bad.
Okay, so what happened last night?
Moving up.
Yeah.
I slept for 10 and a half hours last night.
nice.
Wow. I don't think I've slept 10 and a half hours since the beginning of college.
10 and a half hours, that is impressive.
Yep, 8:42 to 7:14.
Oh, I wish.
8:42.
I think if I went to bed at 8:42, my body would just wake me up after I got like 6 hours.
Well,
and it'd be like, all right, you're done.
Here's the thing. I have to, on Thursdays, I have 2 options. It's either go to bed astronomically early or not go to bed at all, because I live next to the local.
That's right.
And they got that freaking party where they blast music
Yeah.
and people scream outside my
wow.
window
That's
until
brutal.
2 in the morning.
Well, you said that you like sleep through it, right?
When I go to bed at 8:45.
So you either have to beat it and then sleep through it,
Yeah.
or you just have to wait until it's passed, because
Yeah.
you can't fall asleep once it's happened.
No, especially once you start being able to hear the conversations that come from outside that restaurant.
Oh, I don't
I
even
mean,
want to know.
you're talking
Me
some
either.
real comedy going on out there. It's freaking hilarious.
That's what happened to me last night. There was a group of people having a party at one of our neighbors' places, our apartment complex, and I could not fall asleep. And it was all country music.
Oh.
They were playing all country music. It was like
Together.
yeah, I was like, come on now. This is I'm having to stay awake for this.
Man.
So that was frustrating for me.
Does nobody really like country here? I just
There are a few songs I kind of like.
I like Old
But
Town Road.
Yeah.
overall,
Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, Old Town Road's great.
I wouldn't even like classify that.
That's
I mean,
not
it's definitely country.
It's like
But it's-
country pop fusion.
Right.
Pop fusion.
That's
It's like
great.
country pop fusion. It's
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
popular to be country. It's too like mainstream in culture to be country.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like pop country, I feel like is a whole different genre. Because I love old country, like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, and that's even different
Johnny
than
Cash.
country now. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
That's
listen
like
to
a-
Johnny Cash
Right.
every day of the week, but I will
Right.
not listen to the current country.
Especially
Right,
that's
like,
a subgenre.
Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan, thank you. I knew there was a Luke. There's like 10 Lukes.
Luke Skywalker.
Right?
I'm trying to think of some of the songs they were playing last night, but maybe a Sweet Home Alabama maybe at one point. I can't remember if they played that.
That's a pretty common one just to throw in there.
Classic, like
That's a good one.
Party.
I mean, that's a solid
I enjoy that
country
song for the most part.
Yeah.
But something about 1 a.m. on a Thursday night,
Right.
keeping
Facts.
your
Yeah.
neighbors awake with Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if
on
it's a
now.
beautiful summer
Come on.
day and you're driving down the street
Yeah.
and the windows are down, country music, that's perfect. Or you're on a boat. I always picture myself on a boat when I'm listening to country music.
I don't know how many years it's been since I've been on a boat. Do any of your families have a boat?
My aunt used to have one. But my really best friend, yeah, that makes sense. My best friend has a boat. I was there the other day on it. It was really nice.
Oh, for Labor Day, I'm guessing. Or
Oh no. Actually, I don't know why I said the other day. It was like 2 months ago.
Oh,
That other day.
okay.
Yeah. I thought about it. I was like, I'm not going to correct myself unless somebody asks me. And then you asked me.
I'm so sorry.
We have this legendary photo on our fridge back in Charlotte of me as like a 8-year-old and my dad on a boat, on like a pontoon boat, and I was like had like a hand on the steering wheel thinking I was driving it, all that. And so we're smiling for the camera, and then if you look over my dad's shoulder, in the back is my cousin, like completely sick in the back of the boat. It's great.
no.
It's great. It's got two great elements to the whole picture.
That's hilarious.
Front and background.
Yep.
That's
I was about to
fantastic.
say,
That's so
I
funny.
can't really get seasick. I don't know. Like actually, I don't know at all. Like, is that like a very common thing?
Oh,
or
yeah.
is
I
this like
think so.
50-50?
Yeah.
No? Oh.
It's
Well, I
very
think it
common.
depends. Like, I remember when I was little, I went on this whale watching tour somewhere, and so
Well,
we
watch
went.
just somewhere.
I want to say in Boston, around there.
Oh,
But
Oh.
we went on this boat that was pretty big, but we went far out into the ocean or this. I can't remember. Yeah, the ocean.
It would need to be
Definitely need to be the ocean.
it's a local
And
pond.
Once we
the
got
whale pond.
Facts.
once we got out there, I could just feel it a little bit. My mom got pretty sick as well. I think it's more common to get sick when you are out further in the ocean or
Yeah.
if you're on a smaller
Yeah.
boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But-
I get very motion sick.
Mm.
That's part of why I always drive. That solves it for me when I'm driving. I don't get motion sick.
Yeah.
But and then I was pleasantly surprised because I've had to fly a few times the past few months. Haven't like really ever flown before, and I didn't get motion sick.
Nice.
I was very pleasant.
Nice.
But if I play Minecraft, I get motion sick.
Yeah.
It makes me want to cry.
oh man.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
When I
Okay.
read books, when I'm in the car, or if I'm like
Oh,
a
yeah.
passenger in the car, I can't read. So
Yeah.
it was always a great
Yeah,
excuse
just like
to
looking
not,
down
like
in
do
general.
homework when I was little on car trips.
Yep.
I can't.
Yeah.
Mom.
It's
I
like,
guess I
Mom,
got-
trust me, you don't want me to try to
I
do
mean-
this.
5-year-old you.
I can do my homework,
can't.
but I'm gonna throw up all over the backseat of your car.
This is
It's
it.
a trade-off, Mom. It's
Yeah.
what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't think that I got motion sick until I went on a cruise 2 years ago.
Ooh.
And then I don't even really think it was motion sickness. I think it was just anxiety, actually. But I remember like sitting in the really nice dining room that they have on the Carnival cruises, you know.
Mm.
And it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I just look out the window, and it just kind of hits me that we're in the middle of the ocean and we're not anywhere near land. And I just like had a panic attack in the middle of my meal, and then started to feel sick because I was panicking. So we were in the middle of the ocean, and it was. We were just like enjoying our meal. We were all dressed up. It was going super well. We had been on the boat already for like 2 days. It was
Yeah.
so random. But I just looked out the window, saw how dark it was,
Yes.
and just all of a sudden I was like, I gotta get off this boat.
Happy thoughts. Good morning. This is the morning app.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
It's the morning app. It's 8:15. I'm Loopy, Justin, Kiera, and Scott this morning.
You are all of us.
Maybe. Is that the way I worded that?
He said,
Wait.
I'm Loopy, Kiera,
wait,
Scott,
yeah.
Justin.
I didn't hear. I was like, wait, what was Kiera saying? It just got awkwardly quiet. I was like,
Maybe I heard you.
I see what you're doing there.
Okay.
I think it worked.
Maybe. Maybe not.
No, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
We'll just work on it like on the next intro. You know.
Yeah. I'll fix it.
At least you didn't say that you're tired.
That's because I
all
slept
that
for 10 and a half hours.
That's
I'm
right.
not tired.
That's
I'm
literally
feeling
hibernated
last
night.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
hibernated.
You really hibernated.
But when I woke up, my watch said I had done 57 steps.
When you woke,
Huh.
you
Why-
sleepwalked.
I used to. Maybe I still do.
You were just so tired that in the middle of your sleep, you slept. I mean, you
Slept more.
57 steps. I mean,
57 steps.
Maybe you
seems
just
like-
like kicked around a lot in your sleep.
Flailing in my
Yeah.
bed.
it seems like that's too many for it to be a mistake.
I know. That's what
Right.
I'm saying. That's because if it said like 10 or 8,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
You're
yeah.
fine.
It was probably just like.
Did you like
even.
roll over a lot or something?
50.
I sleep
57.
very still, as far as I know.
All right. Well,
Do you go
I'm creeped out.
to the
Yeah.
bathroom in the middle of the night?
No.
So concerned with himself. No, I didn't do that.
No.
Man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I have no
tell ya.
explanation for that.
Maybe somebody and you don't have a roommate.
Nope.
Oh man, that's even more.
Are you saying someone would have stolen my watch off my wrist,
maybe.
walked with it for 57 steps, and then
So
put it
it's pretty
back on my
accurate.
wrist without me waking up?
I don't know. I might do that to my roommate just to like, just as like one of those little inconvenience pranks. It's like not even that big of a prank. But it's just like
Imagine just
it's
like,
kind of funny because
oh.
they'll be like, "Why is this here?"
No, probably just a glitch, and then you're like,
Yeah.
I did that. Yep. Oh my gosh.
It's got to be. You got to do it to somebody who just freaks out with little details.
Exactly.
So I've heard people that have gone in or talk about going into a place or apartment and just slightly moving the furniture.
yeah,
a
like
couple
an
inches.
inch. Yeah.
But I feel like if it was me, I wouldn't. One, I would probably wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
And two, I wouldn't care.
Right.
But there are some people that would freak out
Yeah.
with that.
Well, I know stories of people who just go in and turn people's couches backwards, and that's
what?
it.
Yeah.
They just move the couch 180 degrees and leave.
So they
Okay.
like
Should-
of friends' houses.
Yeah.
Or they
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
thought you
yeah,
just
yeah.
like meant like random people's houses.
breaking in.
Word.
Well, maybe.
I mean, they
Hey,
can also do that. Yeah.
They could do that.
Listen, somebody in Florida. This actually was on the news. It wasn't on the news. It was a website I found. This is. So on Tuesday of this week in Florida, a 19-year-old broke into somebody's house to make breakfast for himself.
Oh. I thought you were gonna be like, yep, he made
Man,
breakfast.
must
for
have just been
everybody. I
hungry.
was like,
Yeah, so the story says that the resident of the house came down at 4 a.m. and saw this kid making breakfast in their house.
He's
Well,
19.
19. So like,
Okay, well, I mean, that's not. I was picturing when you first said it. I was picturing like a 50-year-old.
oh no, just like a 19-year-old. He must be a college student because he was under the influence.
okay, I was about to say, it was like, any
Yeah.
explanation?
He
to
was
why?
drunk for sure.
Okay.
The best part about this whole thing is all he said when the person who owns the house came down and saw this random person making breakfast. He told them, "Go back to bed." That's it.
The drunk person?
Yeah,
Hey.
he just
Okay.
said, "Go back to bed. It's cool. We're cool. Just making
go back to
breakfast.
bed,
Just
man."
eating breakfast."
I wonder what he was making.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
wonder what they
I
had,
wonder-
what he found in there. Some
I wonder that
eggs,
too.
cereal.
Yeah, it just says
So
breakfast.
the homeowner just like, no, I'm not going back to bed. And he's like,
Yeah, like get out of my kitchen.
Out of my house.
He's like called the cops, or is he just like?
Yeah, they
get out?
called.
Oh,
They did call the cops.
dang. Okay, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it. I'd be like, hey man, just
Yeah.
taking him home or something. Like, gosh, he's just drunk. Okay, maybe.
How would you react though? Like,
Yeah, for real.
I would
I would've
I
laughed.
I mean, I'd be a little freaked out
Honestly.
because like, how did you get in here? But also, I don't know. I would just I'd
I would've been,
laugh.
like,
I'd be
mad at
"Can
myself."
I have some
like,
of that?
Lock your door. Also.
Yeah.
Gosh, like I mean, that's the first solution, but okay.
Right. Like, it's such an innocent crime, I guess.
Very.
Kinda.
It's tough though, because did you say it was 4 in the morning?
Yeah. Which
'Cause I
is
feel like if
weird.
I'm waking up at 4 in the morning
Yeah.
to noise or something I'm hearing down like in the kitchen, I don't know if I'm super thrilled about that.
No.
That's
and
true.
in the best
That's true.
mindset. So although I'd love to think that I would help him make breakfast, take him home. I don't know.
Yeah, but at 4
I feel like the scare factor. Of
Actually, yeah, now to
some
think about it.
stranger
That's a
in your
good
house
point.
at 4
That's a
in the morning.
good point.
But if you
Yeah.
just see he's kind of innocent and just cooking some eggs on the stove,
Oh, man.
I don't know.
I feel like
I'm
you
just
probably, like-
picturing, like, waking up to the smell of bacon at, like, 4 a.m.
I'd be happy.
And you're like, oh, that smells nice.
Wait, so that happened in Florida?
Florida, yeah.
Did that happen just recently?
Yeah, it happened this Tuesday.
That's like when the hurricane was there.
It's
That's
just
so
like-
true.
Yeah, that's when the hurricane was over Florida.
So,
So that's another
I
whole
don't know.
twist
I
into
don't know how to
that.
connect it back to the hurricane, but
well, it could have been.
yeah, how do you, what,
It could have been on
Was
the
it-
Panhandle, and I'm sure they still got rain, but I don't.
Oh,
let's see
facts,
it.
I forgot.
Let's see if it says.
Florida's so huge. I totally forgot about it.
I don't think
Yeah, but
they
I mean,
were.
even if you're not like within the hurricane, there's still big storms.
That's
that move
very
through. Like the
true.
one
Yeah.
that hit over Darlington when I was there. That was
Oh,
from the
true.
hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what are you doing? Like,
Oh, he's a Marine. Update. The drunk 19-year-old is a Marine.
Okay.
oh?
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says Florida.
in Florida.
Yeah.
Honestly, we need to go ahead and like start the game or something. I think I like brought up the idea like 2 weeks ago about just doing like, is it fake or was it in Florida? Like one of the two.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I was thinking
yeah.
about starting that like next Wednesday or something. Just like an idea. Just
We can
throwing
do
it out
that.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the weirdest stuff happens in Florida, man.
Honestly, like when I went there for the National Journalist Convention, like everybody was just like the people that are like from Florida, like they're just like, oh, we're never bored. Like there's just always some type of
Yeah.
story of just like all types of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I can't even name it all, but
That's
I don't
funny.
understand why that story wouldn't say the city. It
Right,
would just
that's
say
what I-
Florida.
That's what I thought. That's why it's like almost.
you don't need to know the city. You just say Florida, and we're
A
like,
little
we know.
Yeah, I think for these
Yeah,
crazy
it's like-
stories, they're just like, as long as we live with
Yeah.
Florida, that gets the vibe.
It just
Yeah.
says a resident of Florida, and then later it says a burglar broke into a Florida home.
Is this like an article outside of the state of Florida? I'm just wondering because that sounds like something.
It's
that would happen.
Hindustan Times,
Hin-
wherever that is, whatever that's.
Florida is just huge.
Oh, here, USA Today has an article on it.
Florida's
14
bigger than a
hours
lot of
ago.
countries.
Yeah. There's a lot of really
Same.
small countries.
Yeah, Safety Harbor, Florida.
Okay.
That's where it was
Okay,
located.
there we go.
About
So that's
a half hour
that's probably
from
the
Tampa.
safest place to be during the hurricane.
Yeah,
little safety harbor.
yeah.
Facts. Oh, wait, is it like actually like safe like in the middle of the state or something or like oh,
Probably
She
not.
said it
Oh,
was
we
near
don't even
Tampa.
know.
30
I
minutes
have
from
no
Tampa.
idea.
Okay. Oh well.
Near Tampa. So
Actually, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, that wouldn't be that
western
bad.
side of
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, that's for that hurricane.
Dang.
So what happened was, this is like a different perspective. The resident of the house like basically threatened, if you don't get out of my house, like I'm gonna call the cops.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Right. Like that's a normal thing to do. And then apparently he fled, and the cops came. Like they still called the police, and they found him in a wooded and swampy area.
Also known as Florida.
Yeah.
So he didn't leave the state. That's good.
Yeah, where he was arrested.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I thought it was like the other way
gross.
around.
He was
where-
charged with burglary.
Burglary?
Burglary.
Burglary.
You see burglary.
He was charged with burglary of an occupied dwelling.
Well, yeah.
Occupied
He stole their
dwelling.
eggs. He stole their.
He owes
Who knows
them,
what else?
He owes them a whole $1 now.
Yeah. Gosh, dang it! Why would he do that?
He should
I-
have just supplied his own eggs.
Yeah.
You know?
Like
Then it would just be trespassing.
Was he like a neighbor or something? Does it say that?
It
I'm just
doesn't
like wondering. Like,
it says a Marine. That's it. That's all we know about him.
bless his heart.
I'm not quite over the wooden and swampy area. That
Nice
sounds
description,
miserable.
Yeah.
I just want to know his thought process. Like, I wonder why he was trying to make breakfast at 4:00. I mean, I know he was drunk, but I wonder where he had come from. You know,
Yeah.
that
but-
he was like, well, the next thing to do is make breakfast.
He's probably like, oh, I'm hungry.
Next
Yeah.
on the menu.
It's like, I gotta get some food.
That's so funny.
I'm going to be blatantly honest. My stomach just growled. This is the morning app.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
It is 8:30 in the morning. Good morning. I'm going to try to do this better this time. I'm Loopy. Okay. Across at like 10:30 from where I'm sitting is Justin. All right. At about 9:30 is Kiera. Right? About 8:45 is Scott instead of Lexi. Because Lexi thinks she's the greatest. And she went ahead and got a job. And we don't. And so she's not here.
It's impressive.
Hey, we're technically still employed.
Yeah, I mean, we have
station.
jobs.
Yeah, we have jobs. Okay.
Okay,
I
just
hope like Lexi's like listening right now.
she's just
and
she's got a big girl job.
Yeah.
She's probably like these peasants.
Yep.
It's fine though. I'm very proud of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was gonna say. Oh, over during the break,
Yeah.
we were like, what are we gonna talk about next segment? And I just remembered that yesterday was Founders Day, and I was like chilling out in Sanford because I had like a really weird gap from like 12 to 2, and I bumped into a couple friends, and we were just like sitting underneath a tree, listening to EJF, and seeing everybody, just people watching everybody eat hot dogs and popcorn and all that other stuff. And I looked to my right, and it's just like a line of kids, just like just freshmen. Looked like a bunch of freshmen, and then like a random like senior in there, and it was a teacher, and they were like just running towards a wall and just like bouncing off of it and just like climbing. And I was like, holy crap! Just everybody was like videotaping. I was like, I didn't realize that we have a parkour class
Okay.
at App State.
Okay.
Wow. I was just like shook. They would just like start climbing up the wall, and then the teacher was like, get in line. And they would just like start doing like front flips and just what do you call those, like little
action
Somersaults?
Yeah,
rolls.
like the little the front rolls, I guess. I don't know. Is that what you call it? Front rolls?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening right now. But yeah, I didn't know they teach that, and I put on my story, and like a lot of people were like DMing me, like, that's my self-defense teacher right there, man. I was like, oh, okay, is this self-defense? Like, no, that's not it. We didn't do that in that class.
Yeah, parkour should be a part of self-defense, though.
Yeah,
Someone attacks you, you start parkouring the heck out of them,
like,
dude. They're not gonna touch you.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You're jumping on walls and over fences. No one's gonna.
Yeah, I attack Spider-Man. Dang it, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it was just crazy. Like they're just like bouncing off like the wall, like in front of the library, just like going up. And I was like, okay. And then like there was like this person beside me, like he saw that I was giggling, and he was like videotaping. And like one of the students came over and was like, hey, are you videotaping? He's like, no, I'm on. He just like walked away, and I was like, dude, you almost got beat up by like one of the parkour kids. Just like somersault into you or something. I was scared.
Were they all like? Was it a group of them all at the same time, like jumping on
No, it was
things,
just
or
like-
was it one by one?
It was like one by one. I was like, what is happening right now? I was like looking around, like everybody was like eating their hot dogs and doing whatever. I was like, y'all don't see this? It was like just like 5 people. Like we were just like all hiding and like just chilling underneath like a tree in the shade, just watching them just like do flips. I was just so amazed. It was like like 1,000 or so people on Sanford, and like nobody's paying attention to like the parkour class.
Were they good at it?
They were like actually decent.
I want to see their final. I want to see what their exam is like. We need to like videotape it.
Yeah, we
Broadcast
should.
it
No,
on
I don't want to
Appalachian
videotape anything. Like, I don't want to get jumped or anything by anyone. But yeah, just like meet me out there if you guys have a break, like 12 to 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll be out there watching because I was amazed. It was great.
That's amazing.
I feel like I've seen people doing parkour. I haven't seen a class like where there's been multiple.
I did not know it was a class.
But yeah, I've seen it like yesterday afternoon. There was just one person doing parkour on his own in Sanford around a little bit later, around 3:30.
Probably practicing for the quiz.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, he was just
True.
running up, jumping off this little like block thing, and doing a side flip. I don't really know how you call it,
Yeah.
but it was cool.
I mean, I was driving in a similar fashion. I was driving home last night down River Street, and there was like 50 looked like students on bicycles coming the other direction. And the ones up front were popping wheelies. They were riding it down the street. And there was like this whole crew of other bikers back behind them. I was like, that's got to be a class.
Man,
that or we got some weird bike club doing wheelies up in front.
I did not know where you were going with that. I thought you were going to be like, I saw like 50 parkours just like
Yeah.
going down the street and just like cartwheeling. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, this is the actual thing. We need to stop this.
I would have turned around and followed them at that point.
Oh my gosh, I would have followed them. Yeah, absolutely.
It's so bad that we like don't know like the names. Like we're just like, oh yeah, we saw them like do like the little
The little flips.
little
and
flippy
the
things.
rolls and the-
Thing
Little cinnamon rolls.
in the air.
Gosh, I really hope they're not
Yeah.
listening right now. I'm really scared.
Have
It's
you
just-
guys ever seen the show Broad City?
Yes.
No,
Love
I
it.
Have you seen the parkour episode?
I like vaguely remember it.
Oh,
Please don't
okay.
like.
No, it's okay. That if you haven't seen Broad City and you haven't seen the parkour episode, I recommend it. It's on like Comedy Central or whatever.
I'll
I
put it
think.
in my notes.
Yeah, that is
gonna-
hilarious because they do the same thing. They just like
Just like the entire episode?
make up name. They're like, all right, egg roll over the car, egg roll over the car.
I really don't know the names. That's so sad.
It's so funny.
There's probably like a parkour community out there that's just like angry. Like, why don't you just get your definitions and terms?
Oh,
right,
for
please?
sure.
Oh, yeah.
There are definitely terms.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
absolutely.
I think it's so impressive. Like when I watched them do it, I was watching that kid yesterday. I was like, dang, that would be
Right.
that would be cool.
right.
But, like,
But
what makes you
don't
wanna
have the
do it?
guts.
I don't know. Like, what do you like? When do you like ever use these skills like out in the real world? I mean, I guess this is the real world. Like they were doing on Sanford Mall yesterday, but like what scenario? Like they're just like, hey, like you're at a party, and like, hey, do a dance move, and you're just like,
I'll just do a flip.
oh, that wasn't a move, but
Yeah. I mean, hey,
Uh,
self-defense. Like, right? You're
Facts.
just trying to
Because
escape
we gotta
someone.
self-defend pretty often, but
Right.
in theory, yes.
Yeah, that's true. In theory. Right? Like if someone,
Yeah.
okay, let's just say someone is chasing you and you turn into like an alley and then you realize that the alley has no exit, but
this
there's
is actually a movie.
buildings.
Just like,
So parkour, you're not going to be trapped because you can probably parkour your way up the building.
facts, but it looks like when they were doing like the parkour stuff, like up the wall, like you need like speed. Like you can't just like
Right.
run up to the wall, but like you
gonna
like
jump on
run
this
back.
now.
It's
run
very
back towards the person.
momentum-based for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
it literally is. So,
Yeah.
Just going for it.
Yeah.
so I don't know. Should we like do it? I mean, well, it's
Yeah, I think
kind
we
of
should
too
try
late
it
for
out.
us.
I
I
feel
guess.
like you gotta. I feel like if we were to take this class, for example, since we've already been in class for a few weeks, right? I bet they did some baby steps.
Right.
Oh, probably.
Right.
And granted, some of these people in the class are probably just nice at parkour, anyways.
Yeah, they're
Facts.
probably like, oh, I get to take a parkour class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check.
But who knows? Maybe there's somebody in the class who's never done it before,
Right.
And just through
Yeah.
a couple weeks of doing some little training,
Yeah.
baby steps. Hey, now they're jumping off walls.
Right. Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
like what's the first move you learn in parkour? What's like the
Walking.
the staple?
Standing.
Balance.
Like the first step is to get your butt off the ground.
like I
Away
don't
from
know.
your cell phone and your computer.
It looks like it just like went straight at it. Like it's like first they start off like doing just like the little small stuff, like a little roll. I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I didn't realize it was parkour yet. Like I was just like, oh, they're like just having fun. Like the teacher's like, hey, let's go outside, do some rolls real quick, man. And they just start bouncing off the wall. Like I don't really know how they do it or anything, but maybe that was like the first time out there. I kind of want to like do more like investigation on the class, honestly.
Yeah.
Took a news
Yeah, I'm
package
gonna-
or something.
I'm gonna search if it's on. Would it be on the PE? You think?
It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do a PSA for them on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm down.
We have the weirdest gym classes here. Man, I just don't remember seeing parkour ever as an option as I was scrolling through like kayaking,
It has to be brand
bouldering.
Definitely has to be
Man,
brand new.
I couldn't do and still really can't do a PE
Yeah.
physically. So I had to do what the people like me are required to do, and that's take a health class.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Really?
Hard. Very hard.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I barely got a B in that class, and I worked for it. Barely got it.
Yikes.
Isn't health class just literally, if I remember correctly from high school, just like, hey, don't smoke, don't do drugs. Oh, also remember to exercise.
It went
and all
way
that stuff.
farther
Was
in.
it like it was more nutrition and like
Just very in-depth
Everything.
in various ways.
Yikes.
Very difficult.
yeah, because I knew like a few people who took that class to get out of just taking PE.
I think
But I
that's
feel
why
like
they've made
that's-
it difficult, is to punish the kids who take it just to get out of PE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for
Very
me, it's worth
hard.
it to just do the pacer test one time and then
Be done forever.
do the yeah. I took badminton.
That would be
was-
fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Badminton is fun.
Yeah, I had pretty low expectations because I was like, it's badminton, like
Yeah.
how thrilling is this going to be? But it
Right.
was a good time.
Scott, have you found something for that class?
So I don't see it.
Okay, but we're going to have to tease it. We're going to have to go to break.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
come back
find
to
it. Yeah, we'll tease a maybe we will have the answer when we come back. Is that pretty good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got some other PE classes that are pretty cool on here.
Okay. Yeah, well, if you haven't signed up for a PE class, too late. Next semester. This is the morning app.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
that's a good cough.
Yeah.
That didn't quite work.
Yeah.
It's the morning app. We're like all sick except Scott, who will be sick momentarily.
Definitely. You will. Okay. We'll see you.
Rip Scott. Yeah, I'm Loopy. We have Justin, Kiera, and Scott filling in for Lexi today. 8:45 in the morning. Good morning.
Scott, did you find anything about any more information on that parkour class?
Yes. So there's an article on the Appalachian from 2015. It's titled Parkour Leaps into Appalachian. So it's not an official class, and I'm not sure, obviously, that article was 4 years ago. But on the course registration page, parkour is not an official class you can take. But they started that club, and there was 11 people that showed up to the first meeting, apparently. And I would assume that if, like, it would be interesting to people, and that would be a club people would want to join. And, of course, Justin, you saw it.
So it's a
yesterday.
club.
There you go.
Yes, it's not a class, not an official
Dang,
class, at least.
It's really odd. You just like meet in the middle of the
In the middle of the
day.
day?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want to do parkour at night. That's like dangerous.
I guess that's
yeah,
true.
but it's like 2 o'clock. I don't know. I thought like most clubs like meet around like 5, like
True.
us or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
Maybe the more
yeah.
people around them, like, the more of a challenge it is.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Theory.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot of people out in Sanford. I'll be doing parkour if anyone wants to join.
Just like have like a huge group meeting. Like, hey, parkour real quick.
Sanford Mall
Just like-
parkour.
Yeah.
Anyone down for some barrel rolls and some cinnamon rolls and some egg rolls? And
About to say. Jesus, so funny.
There is a Rumble fitness class that I saw on the PE
Rumble.
Rumble
website,
Fitness.
which sounds intense, and I'm not going to take it.
That almost
We'll
sounds like
find
a
out.
WWE class.
I was gonna say
Right.
Royal Rumble. Like, what do you
Let's
mean?
get
Or like fighting?
I have no idea.
Oh, interesting.
I want to
Okay.
see. I want to observe all of these classes. I do.
Gosh.
Yeah, can we get
Yeah.
credit for just observing these classes? I'd do it.
Thanks. Speaking of
Yeah.
observing, you said that your mom like thought that we had a stream on.
Oh yeah,
Wednesday?
this is funny. So I got this past Wednesday we didn't have a stream on Facebook, and so
It was just technical difficulties.
yeah, it was just technical difficulties. But I got a text from my mom like 2 hours later. Hey mom, if you're listening to this, lol, she probably is. And she texted me and she's like, "You guys sounded great this morning, and you looked great too." And I was like, "Thanks," but where did you see me? Because we were not streaming on Facebook. And she was like, "I saw you on App TV," and I was like, "That must have been a rerun, Mom."
Jeez.
So, but
Everybody's
thanks.
mother.
I guess I looked good last week.
Yeah. Oh, facts. So I forgot that we didn't have anything Monday either.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I
Jeez.
thought that was pretty funny.
Everybody's mother's like freaking out, like, okay, where's the stream? My mom literally just called in the middle of the whole thing, freaking out. But
Yeah, she.
that's a whole nother
Justin's
thing,
mom.
though. I called her yesterday about it. I was like, are you like serious? Can you like just remember like not to call me around like that time period?
Because I am quite literally on the radio. I'm on air.
Like, if I'm like not on air, that doesn't mean like I'm in trouble or like dying or anything, you know? Just like call like in a panic.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Yeah. I love you, Mom. Hope you're good. Yeah.
Well, hey, the support there, the morning app.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Our number one fans. Our number one.
How great is
Our
it that
moms.
a supporter could watch a rerun and enjoy it just as much?
Yeah,
you know?
that's so true.
Facts.
Plus, even thinking it's live.
Yeah. We're just that good. We're just like, we stay so relevant that even a week later, what we talk about is interesting.
So
Yep.
relevant.
Right?
It's just like
I mean,
all the old
I
topics
think-
we had.
I think that's what it is.
Yes.
Exactly.
I feel like all like last week we were just like talking about like how tired we were and like,
Yeah.
oh wow, we're back in school now.
and now I'm talking about how I managed to sleep. It's all about sleep. That's
It
what
is.
this show's about.
Yeah. But that's all the people care about
That's right.
is sleep.
It's true.
I feel like there's like a different Nate mood like every week now. So it's like
Yeah.
tired, sleep. I
Yeah.
wonder what next week is. I'm really excited to find out.
Stay tuned for Monday.
Yes.
I think in 2 weeks from now, we're going to be so adjusted to our sleep schedules that we're going to be hyper when we come in here in the
Okay.
mornings.
We're just gonna be like screaming when we come in.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah,
Doing
man.
parkour.
Honestly, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll,
doing
yeah, I'll
parkour.
barrel roll straight into you.
Yes, wait.
I will
Ready to
parkour
roll.
into this building.
We learn like one parkour move every morning that we have in the morning app.
We'll be masters
Idea.
by the end of it.
yes, like the people that are like watching and stuff, like they'll be like, okay, this is cool, but I guess like the people that are driving, listening to us right now, be like, oh, I guess I like picture them.
They just
in my
hear us
head.
bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, they just
Like a
hear
bunch of
random
movement.
thuds,
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Some
the
heavy
occasional
breathing.
crack.
yeah. They're probably
Oh,
just like,
that's a leg.
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of such a bad story.
Okay.
I
Oh, you might
can't.
as well
I went to a
Oh.
theater thing once to watch my roommate freshman year do a theater thing, and I
A
came
theater thing.
a theater thing, and I came out, and there were some people slacklining. Granted, this is like 7:30 at night, so
Yeah.
you could really barely see. And I sat there because I was texting somebody, and I was just kind of watching them. And they were like, there was this girl that was sitting there watching them. They're like, come on, try it. And she was finally like, okay, fine. She gets on it, and I mean, I'm across Sanford Mall from this.
Yeah.
And I see the girl fall, and I hear a crack. I heard it. And two guys immediately sprinted toward the health center. I'm like, bad. Not good.
I cannot do those sounds.
Yeah, I
those
can't either.
injuries.
It was bad.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I look away and during movies
Yeah.
when there's like scary moments, I can't do it.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I played soccer, and there was a similar situation. One of our players I don't remember what happened, but I don't even remember the sound because I think I just tuned it out.
Right.
But
Forget that.
his leg snapped, and you could just, I mean, he was just screaming.
Awesome.
Oh.
And I don't even remember it because I think I completely tuned it out
Yeah.
and just completely forgot about it.
Yeah, no.
I hate
can't
it.
see that
I
stuff.
can't.
Like
I
when
don't even like
when
thinking about it.
arms are like bent in ways they're not supposed to be bent, and like knees are popping out of legs where they're not supposed to be popping out of. I'm like, no, thank you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Ooh, lightheaded. I've never like broken any bone ever, so
I haven't either.
Oh, really?
Same.
Wow. You too?
I've broken
Wait.
2 fingers and a toe.
Ouch.
Okay. It's like the tiniest ligaments in your body.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really random.
Dang.
Yeah.
You?
I have not broken a bone or
Dang.
torn anything.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, wow.
I feel like it's like very common. I feel like it's like a 50-50 just
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
it's
it.
like generally if you ask a room of people, like half the people have broken at least
I'm
one
scared. I don't know how I react. I think I'll probably pass out. Just like
bone. Yeah.
the bone pop out or something. I see like really gruesome like sports injuries sometimes. I'm just like,
Yeah.
if that ever happens to me, I'll like look at it and
yeah.
just like
I would pass. I think,
I-
yeah,
yeah.
in a situation like that, I would probably pass out.
or just like any broken bone in general. Like I don't think I could do it.
Yeah. I have a friend who, this is actually the best friend with the boat I referred to earlier.
The boat friend.
So she has, it's called like vasovago or something like that. And it's like something some people have where when you experience blunt pain, you pass out.
Wow.
Some people don't necessarily pass out, but it's like a shock reaction kind of.
Right.
But my friend specifically passes out when she experiences blunt pain.
Wow.
So in high school, she passed out like 2 times just from hitting her funny bone in science class.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
Yeah, she like was in Costa Rica and she was like exiting a bus and she sprained her ankle and then she passed out. There was one time I caught her as we were walking downstairs and she twisted her ankle. And right before she passed out, she was like, "Catch me." And I was like, "Okay, all right, okay, yeah." And then she woke up like a minute later.
Gosh,
That's
sucks.
scary.
Yeah, but I was like,
yeah,
"How
it's
are
really
you?"
scary.
I'm scared for you to like drive because if you're driving and then you like
Yeah.
whack your arm on something and just
Catch me.
pass out in the
Gosh. Well,
Catch
that's
me.
bad. But yeah, okay. Is that like a very rare thing, like the blunt pain?
I don't know. I don't think it's that rare. I think there's like levels of severity. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like some people just experience shock, so they might, they might
Oh,
like
okay.
not be able
That
to
makes
move for a second, or they have like a panic attack. But she just passes out, is what she does. So yeah, I think there's like different levels of it.
Word.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Ever.
I don't even really know
wow.
how you say it. Vasovago or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Uh-huh.
But it's like gotten better as she's gotten older, I think. So
That's good. Yeah, I wonder if you could kind of figure out how to. You just almost get used to it and are
Right.
able to kind of
Yeah.
know when it's coming.
Yeah.
And can like tell your friends to catch me
Right,
in that
yeah.
situation. But still, like
Yeah.
just what you were saying about driving, is
yeah,
that's really scary.
right.
Very.
Or like just being alone at night if you like stub your toe or something.
Yeah. You
Like
could
that's so
yeah.
scary.
pass out and hit your head, and
Yeah. Yeah.
like anything could happen.
hmm
It's scary.
Gosh.
I think anybody with that should get those
The life alert.
those
things?
necklaces. Yeah, the life alert.
Honestly.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Right.
Just like hit it like right before like they pass out or
Yeah.
something. Jeez.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait. What is it? Oh,
Yeah. that-
No.
You have
Oh.
class at 9, right?
Yeah.
You have a speech.
I've got class of 9 too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got. Oh, you do. What?
It's just
Walker as well.
upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got one
Oh,
at
you got
Walker across the street. Yeah, I didn't really get the best sleep last night. So, like I said, I watched it and didn't like type the speech like right after it, and just kind of laid in bed and just didn't really practice for this. But gosh, actually, I wonder if the press. Oh crap, she might be listening right now. Now I think about it, she says that she like.
She's like, I'm already taking 10 points off right
Yeah,
now.
she said like last week, like yeah, it was like last class. She's like, I listen to you guys every morning. You guys are so funny. I was like, thanks. No, go do a speech in
I
front
do
of
all
her.
my
It's like,
homework.
Now I
Fine.
can't
2 a.m.
complain about this class.
Yeah.
Crap.
What's your speech about?
Powerful women in history that have like done speeches that are like impactful. So I'm doing like a speech on Sojourner Truth,
Nice.
Hillary Clinton, and Maya Angelou. It's only like a 3-minute long speech, and then
Oh, that's
it's like
funny.
it's like a group project thing though. So I just got to do that, and then like
Yeah.
I'll be good. Gonna go back
Nice.
home, take a nap
Yeah,
because
man.
I can sleep during the daylight now that I'm over it and not having nightmares anymore. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like had like all the lamps on in my room and stuff. And just was,
Yeah.
yeah, that electricity.
Were
bill's
you
gonna
by
be
yourself
tough.
watching it? Watching
No, I was
it?
with some friends, but I was
Okay,
just like,
okay.
huh.
Right.
Just driving home, just like, wow, okay, well, gotta sleep, and I did not. Wait, I got 3 minutes.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you're
good.
solid.
It's a good
You
walk.
got some time.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make that trek, I guess. You guys go ahead and finish. I interrupted again,
No, it's okay. I love how
Oh.
we sign off Justin at the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of every
And it-
single show.
which is fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's like a normal thing now.
We're
I
just
guess.
going to pay you like
That pre-sign
3%
Yeah.
less because you're
Okay.
missing part of the show.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, love everybody. Love your mama. Hope you're having a good day if you're listening. And I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Good luck on your speech.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wish we could hear it.
Yeah. I'll let you guys know on Monday.
Take some video if you parkour over to class. You might get there faster.
Yes.
If you just barrel roll down the street.
That's right. Yeah, we'll be watching.
Okay. Bye.
You better do some moves.
He said bye.
Justin has now exited the studio,
Yeah.
This
and
is
now there are 3.
yes, and so there's something about that pre-speech anxiety, or whether you're speaking in public
hmm
or have some event going on. It's tough to
Yeah.
be yourself.
But the thing for me, since I'm like a theater junkie, basically, I've never had the pre-speech anxiety.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm super. What would it be when you don't want to be around people? What's that called?
Introverted.
Or introverted.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
the same
super
way.
introverted.
Mhm.
But if I'm in front, if I'm like performing, whether that's a speech or like a play or on the radio in front of people,
Yeah.
that's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. I understand that.
So I don't get anxiety. What I actually do is I get tired.
Yeah.
So like whenever I did a musical beforehand in like the guys' dressing room, everyone would be freaking out. A few guys would be like crying, seriously, and then other people would just be like, I don't know my lines. I'd be sitting there like yawning, falling asleep. I'm like, bro, that'd keep me awake.
Yeah. When's
I don't want to miss the beginning of
I get
this.
that.
When's
too.
the show over?
Yeah.
Just to sleep. That's funny.
It's weird
Yeah.
how our bodies respond to adrenaline like that, or
Yep.
provide adrenaline for those
Yeah.
things. How we
Yeah.
react differently.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I get sleepy.
Yeah.
Which isn't good when my talk show is 9 to 11 p.m.
Right.
I get sleepy.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I get nervous. I get nervous for speeches if it has to be memorized.
Right.
That kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Well, that's just because the pressure of you have to have it word for word.
Right,
Right.
right. Yeah, but I'm not too much like I don't get too anxious before like going in front of people.
Some people really do, though.
Oh yeah.
It's like not okay.
It's a scary
Yeah.
thing.
That
Yeah.
isn't that like the there was like a study.
Yeah, that's like
last
that.
year,
A lot of people, that's their
the biggest
most feared
fear.
thing, more than death,
Yeah,
is speaking in front of people.
yeah, that's crazy to me.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't have that problem
Yeah,
being in the radio.
because considering we're speaking in front of people right now, right?
Supposedly,
Supposedly,
some say
Thousands.
millions of boonies,
we have billions of listeners.
billions of billions of listeners. All right, we'll be back for we'll be back next week with an even larger audience. Maybe this is the morning app.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.